got a seat comfortably in the back of all of their minds, and they know it, you know it, I know it. That makes me happy. Oh, how times have changed. We are now living in a world where a lot of people understand all of the mechanics of cheat software. Well, at least most of the mechanics. And that is down to people putting out informative videos showcasing the things that can be done with cheats. I want to take a trip down memory lane. Today's video we are going to be addressing how Zlaner manipulated his viewers so simply because of their lack of knowledge of cheats, alongside Zlaner using his smoke and mirrors to make his viewers believe that he was debunking things that I had said, when in fact, he was just rambling on. It's going to get interesting in this video today, guys. For a long time, I've been focusing on all the clips that Zlaner didn't address, that I had actually completely overlooked how he wrongfully addressed all the things that he did bring up in his accusation videos. And that got me looking back at all the times Zlaner had actually tried to debunk something from one of my videos. And we're going to be shining a light on all the things that he wrongfully debunked, or things that I never accused him of that he said I did. And by the end of this video, I'm hoping a lot of eyes have been opened to how manipulative Zlaner has been throughout this whole journey. So let's crack on with the video. So first of all, let me explain what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be showing you the moments from my videos that Zlaner chose to address in his response videos addressing the accusations. He did a part 1 and a part 2, and we will also be showing you how he manipulated his viewers in other ways too. But the main focus for today's video is simple. He has addressed moments from my videos as if he's debunking accusations, when in fact the moments that he decided to address from my videos were not actually accusing him of anything or what he claimed to be getting accused of. So that's what we're going to be getting into today, guys. So the first thing I'm going to point out, in his first response video addressing the accusations part 1, he's talking about how he's going to show everything can be completely transparent. He switches from a pre-recorded intro straight into the game. Watch this
video, and let's just dive right into it. All right, what is up, guys? So this is
okay, so he's recorded gameplay with a hand cam, a monitor cam, as well as a face cam. But the transition from his intro into the gameplay makes me believe there was something to hide. Now we all know, before loading the game, that's when you inject your cheats, right? So now we all know that. You guys have got to ask yourself, why did he switch straight into the gameplay? Why on earth hasn't he sat there and loaded into the game from his PC whilst on camera? Think about how Joe has dealt with his accusations more recently. He had so many cameras set up. He has literally recorded on his phone as well, so that he can turn his PC on, he can set it all up properly, and he did all of that in his video and left it all in. However, Zlaner's intro was completely edited in and it flipped straight over to the gameplay. So any cheats that are running could quite well be injected. He does go through Task Manager, but we now know Task Manager doesn't show anything. In Zlaner's first response video, he'd done a monitor cam, he had his face cam, a hand cam, everything you can think of, except having a camera on 2 monitors. And throughout this whole gameplay that he put into that video, you could not count on your fingers and toes how many times he looked to his left monitor. He did show his left monitor while showing the setup and everything like that, but his camera is only pointed at his gaming monitor. And another thing I would like to mention is that he did not just run this game straight off the bat. It's not like Joe, where he loaded into the game, done it all on video, went into his first game and dropped some kills, dropped a 20 bomb, then went into another game and dropped high kills. He showed that he was able to do that. He showed what was loaded up on the computer. He had 4 cameras set up. Zlaner didn't do that. In fact, Zlaner didn't mention to his viewers who were watching this video that he had to run 7 games to drop a 28 kill game. Now right here is the COD tracker from February 14th, 2021. This was the day that Zlaner recorded the gameplay where he got 28 kills and finished 4th. It was not the best game of his life. Considering he was being accused of cheating, he was having his gameplay questioned based on the fact that he was able to drop 40 bombs. But look at the run of games prior to the game where he actually got 28 kills. 0 kills, 6, 16, 4, 0, 0, and they were all on February 14th in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a total of 7 games were played, including the one that he decided to put into his video, which is why there was a small edit between his intro and going straight into the gameplay. The question is, how many times did he sit there and record all that information, record all the things he was saying before loading into the game? He would have had to do that every single time, unless them cameras were edited in over the gameplay. But again, Zlaner did not mention the fact it took him 7 games to be able to drop the 28 kill game that he included in his first response video. He left that bit out. Made out like he'd just gone straight into one game and dropped 28 kills. There you have it. When in fact it took him 7 games. Not like Joe, who did it all on camera recently and proved that he was able to load into a game, drop a 20 bomb and go on from there into a Caldera game and drop some kills in there as well. And this is exactly the difference between what Joe did and what Zlaner did. And it's things like this that make people believe that Zlaner is hiding something, because he never tells the full truth. He never shows the full thing. He always cuts corners, he always hides things, and it always feels like he's lying to his community. And if that isn't the case, and this is just simply him making an error somehow and not including the information, then so be it. Hopefully he can address these things in the future. But for now, I want to break down exactly what he's up to and how he's been manipulating his viewers for so long. Because this right here is just the tip of the iceberg. We now know that on his first response video, the intro shows an edit into the gameplay, so he doesn't even show the game being loaded straight away. Straight into the game, anything could have been injected before that, and then we've seen the COD tracker from that day that shows a potential reverse boost attempt, as well as the fact that he wasn't open and honest with his community, that it took him 7 attempts to get that 28 kill game. But let's go and take a look at all the moments from my videos that he tried to debunk that were never accusations in the first place. So now we've addressed the manipulation from his part 1 video, this is the addressing accusations part 2 from Zlaner. First of all, I want to point out at the start where he states at this point in time he knew I had done 3 videos on him, which means that he will have watched them, or potentially watched them, or maybe just seen the fact there were 3 there, which means that he will have hand selected from those 3 videos which parts to address in this video today. You can go back and watch all 3 of those videos. I will link them in the description below. They are the 3 videos that led to Zlaner producing an 1.5-hour documentary manipulating his viewers. But let's listen to what he had to say here.
100 videos on me if I don't say something, because he's already on part 3 of accusing me of hacking, and I'm just not going to have my name slandered. I've worked very, very hard to build my online presence and grow my brand and try to be the best player that I can be, while all I am trying to do every day is create content because I love to do it, and I love knowing that there are people out there that love and enjoy watching it. And that's what I am passionate about at my heart, at my core. And I really do not appreciate when people try to come in and not just come in and, like, because they're uninformed, because this person is uninformed and doesn't have much knowledge on the game, but also goes a step further and manipulates clips and takes them out of content, so tries to make me look like I am hacking. That is ridiculous. I'm not going to stand for that. And if you are someone that doesn't think that I should be making this part, please just try to put yourself in my shoes. That's really all I have to say about that. But anyway, part 2 of 2 in this video, what we're going to be talking about here today, who we're going to be addressing here today, is none other than the clout chasing, clip manipulating, rootin' one and only Bad Boy Beaman. Now, he doesn't really like when people call him out for exactly what he is.
Using his name for clout. Fuck off.
But this video, at the end of this video, there's actually very quickly into this video, after the first gosh hecking clip, you're already going to get a great idea that this person is out here to slander names. He's not actually out here to seek the truth. He's out here to utilize people that have already built names for themselves, and he's out here trying to tear those names down, and while also using those names in his own titles to get more views.
Okay, so straight away you can hear through this moment that he's slating my name. Not only that, he is already building up the opportunity to incorporate other streamers' clips into his video, and the reason for that is because he wanted to use everything possible, every power he could get his hands on, to disprove what I do. to disprove the accusations against him. Now let me explain something. Zlaner at this point had about 15 damning clips in 3 videos from myself, and he chose to build up this opportunity to use other streamers' clips from videos I had made, Huskers being one of them, Aydan being another, not to disprove accusations against him, but to discredit me. And this was something else that I found extremely manipulative of Zlaner, and this is something that you will notice throughout this whole video today that he has tried to do and succeeded in doing. By the way, he manipulated not me and my community, but his own fans, his own community, and the people who send him donations and support him. They are the people he manipulated into believing him, because they wanted to believe him. At the end of the day, they wanted him to address the accusations against him so that they had a reason to continue to support him, because that's what fans do, and that is completely understandable. And I get why people continue to support him, because they want to believe he's legit. But what we're going to do now, we're going to show you the moment of Zlaner debunking my videos. But then what I'm going to do after each one of these debunk moments, I'm going to show you the clip from my video and what I actually said about that moment in the game to prove that Zlaner completely manipulated his viewers. Let's take a look. Now this was one of the biggest moments of manipulation from Zlaner, because what he did, he spent about 10 minutes of his video addressing a moment and an accusation that did not occur. I'm going to play it through from his point now on his video and what he had to say on it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the moments from my video that he's just tried to debunk. Stay with me on this, guys, because this is the start and it's only going to get more interesting as we go through, because he is debunking something that he was never accused of from me in that video.
Possible to see these players, but in my clip, it's very, very easy to see these players. So let's just go through and see what he has to say. What's up, folks? Just to slide in here real quick. One thing that I explained in the video, that YouTube rendering makes clips look even a little bit less like quality. It diminishes the quality of the video already every time you take the clip and you upload it to YouTube. One thing I noticed in watching this video back is that you actually can't see as clearly as I say you can the second person in the zone behind the rock in this gas clip. You can't see them as well as I actually say you can. I can see them because I'm looking at the actual source clip. So you can't see it as clear as I can. But if what we did, just to be completely certain, because I'm almost positive that someone's going to go down in the comments and be like, no, we can't see it as good as you can. I have uploaded, my editor put down in the bottom of the description a link where you can click on and you can actually go download a Google Drive file of that particular clip, and you can go analyze it even better of the actual source clip itself, so you can see exactly what I see, and you can much clearer see this person in the zone in the rock. Anyway, that stacked on top of the fact that I already know this person is there and I'm on controller, so I have aim assist. When you're in the gas, your aim assist doesn't.
So that's about 142 different reasons that he's given already for why he could see somebody in the gas. Just moved my camera up here because obviously on the original video that I put out, my camera was in the bottom right as well, and I don't want you guys to miss what I'm saying and talking about throughout.
Go away magically. So I know this person's there. It's a very simple shot to hit. It's that easy.
Huskers is trolling in this one. I'm guessing he is. Huskers doesn't like me very much either. But in this gameplay, Zlaner is hanging around with Joe and Huskers, and just listen to what they've got to talk about here. While these guys are streaming to tens of thousands of people between them, who's the topic of conversation?
Boom. He looks over to the camera, how could he have done that? Now, this is another great part to pause and explain another thing.
Let me state something now. My eyebrow raise in that moment had nothing to do with that enemy on top of the crane, because he already had prior knowledge of that, but that's not going to stop Zlaner rambling on now for another 10 minutes in this clip about how my eyebrow raises an accusation against him, causing him to get a video editor to go out of his way and re-render and recolor different moments from this clip to prove that he could see an enemy. And that is the whole route Zlaner went down in this, to disprove any accusations against him. And as you can hear before it actually played on, what was it I was saying? I was saying about what they were talking about, who was the topic of conversation.
Zlaner is hanging around with Joe and Huskers, and just listen to what they've got to talk about here. While these guys are streaming to tens of thousands of people between them, who's the topic of conversation?
That was it. That is why I've gone. because I was the topic of conversation.
That is very important. The start of this clip, this is another thing that he likes to do, is he likes to take things very, very out of context. So he'll take clips where I know where a certain player is, and he cuts the first part out so it doesn't give you that information, and then he will show it in this, and then he'll show it like in a cut down, condensed version.
So let's talk about what Zlaner has just mentioned there for a second about me cutting things out so that my viewers don't know there's an enemy there. First of all, Z, as a top Warzone pro yourself, you should know that the bounty that's showing on the minimap gives the location of the enemy you're shooting towards, right? I thought you were good at the game. Obviously not, but even still, not once was it mentioned about him shooting at an enemy over there. I am just excited at this point about what they're going to be talking about, and that was the whole purpose of me putting this clip in my part 3 video. And I even go on after this clip to say that I have a seat in the back of their minds, but we will show you the clip from my video shortly.
So you don't see the first parts. I'm going to show you, he starts the clip from right here. He starts the clip from right here where the gas is coming in and there's someone up on this thing and I just beam this guy completely, right? And then he's super surprised. Oh, how could he have known he was there? How did he beam him through the gas like that? I can't see him on my POV. Well, if I close this down and I go to my POV of the gas, obviously look at this, a much, much clearer video. And I'm going to start it back a little bit further where I'm running down here in the...
And you can still see on the minimap the bounty. So at this point, and the point that I showed in my video, you knew that enemy was there. Not once did I accuse him of shooting that guy without knowing. I didn't accuse him of aimbot, I didn't accuse him of wall hacks. However, it didn't stop him getting an original VOD, full quality, and showing it from a minute before, and then even getting his video editor involved to actually change the colour of a certain moment in this clip to show that he could see an enemy, which once again, I did not accuse him of aimbot or wall hacks at that moment. This is the moment now in his video where he actually got his video editor to change things.
Again, for a split second, you can see, and you can pause the video or do whatever you need if you need to, but you can see this guy's shadow. I can see this guy move to the right side.
And this is the moment, this is the image he puts up. It's accusation's point of view, Zlaner's point of view. Editor's note, here is a more visible black and white version just in case YouTube compression degrades the video too much. So he's had to change it to black and white and edit it so that we can see that I manipulate footage. Is that not manipulation? Yeah, right? Either way, it wasn't an accusation against him. Not once was he accused of aimbot or wall hacks at that moment. But he made the whole 10-minute segment in that video to claim that he was. He has literally spent 10 minutes addressing a moment from one of my videos where he wasn't accused of anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. Again, the footage being manipulated, it's now in black and white. Whole 10-minute segment. Not once did I say he was using wall hacks. All I was focused on was the moment at the end of this clip where they talk about me.
The gas doesn't always look the same to you as it does for me. And that last part right there is the final thing I'll break down in this clip.
Oh,
you notice how Husky
okay. He didn't leave that in his video. That's absolutely fascinating. So I've been accused by Zlaner in this video of cutting parts of videos out to fit a narrative, right? Of manipulating footage to make it seem like he's more suspicious, when in fact what Zlaner has done is manipulate the footage to make it look clearer by making it black and white, but also manipulated the footage to cut out the section that I actually had it in my video for. So that then makes me look like I'm accusing him of wall hacks. He was able to paint me in an extremely bad light in this footage, in this 10-minute segment. He literally left the part out that I had this in my video for. I'm going to show you this clip from my video now. What I'm about to play for you now is the whole clip that Zlaner's just done a 10-minute segment on trying to debunk. This is the clip right now on my video, the Zlaner part 3 video, which again guys is linked in the description below for anybody who wants to go back and watch the original videos I put out on Zlaner.
Kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. Come watch the stream for like 6 hours and...
Guy's still going on. Now, who knows if Huskers is trolling in this one? I'm guessing he is. Huskers doesn't like me very much either. But in this gameplay, Zlaner is hanging around with Joe and Huskers, and just listen to what they've got to talk about here. While these guys are streaming to tens of thousands of people between them, who's the topic of conversation?
I'm sorry, teammate. I'm sorry.
Alright, don't report this guy. Another guy. Get it? Heavy. Heavy.
Where are you? I don't like you, man.
I hate this getting it.
Oh my
God, I couldn't even see it. How can you see him?
Just because on on spectates, the gas doesn't always look the same to you as it does for me.
Get out of there.
I mean, sorry. I mean, I just have walls, my bad. Why'd you have to fucking say that? Someone's gonna clip that now and use that as evidence.
Clip it! Clip it! Clip it! Clip it in the chat! Clip it! Clip it! Clip it! It's all good and well, but what does Huskers go on to say here?
It said Huskers think Z fucking cheats. Like,
Bad boy Beaman.
oh my god, don't even fucking don't get me started, bro.
Say my name!
Oh, buddy, he's made two of me.
Got a seat comfortably in the back of all of their minds, and they know it. You know it. I know it. That makes me happy.
So throughout that whole clip that I've just shown, that is literally from start to finish what I put in my video that took Zlaner over 10 minutes to actually debunk. Was there any point of that clip that I accused him of walls or aimbot? No. The only person who mentioned walls was Zlaner, and then Huskers accused him of cheating. But it was all meant in a joking manner, of course, but the fact of the matter remains that I said at the start who was the topic of conversation. And then we played the clip through because you obviously needed to understand why they were talking about it. And then they mentioned me at the end. The whole point of this part 3 video was actually about Zlaner scurrying and squirming in different situations, like when him and drdisrespect were talking about the videos I'd put out, which was a section that was put in before this. And then this one where he was actually talking about wall hacks, and then Huskers mentions cheating, and then I say that I've got a seat comfortably in the back of their minds because they were talking about me. But I even state at the start of this clip, the reason we're watching this is to listen to who they're talking about, who is the topic of conversation, whilst they're streaming to tens of thousands of people. And it was me. I was the topic of conversation. So this straight away proves that Zlaner is willing to manipulate his viewers. But it's not just a small manipulation. The effort he went into to try and discredit my name from that clip where no accusation was made. You've seen it in its full entirety on my video now. And again guys, my videos are linked in the description below, as well as Zlaner's videos are linked in the description below, because that proves to you the complete difference. His footage literally consisted of all the things that he was accusing me of. First of all, it was him who mentioned wall hacks, not me. Second of all, he had a video editor edit the footage to make it black and white to show that he could see an enemy. How does that make sense? Thirdly, he then went ahead and cut off the end of the clip, which was the whole point of me having that in my video. How is that not manipulation at its peak? That's just the start, guys. We've got plenty more to go through. I'm going to play this in its full entirety from my video, which was from the part 3 video again. And it shows the enemies going through the wall. You'll hear exactly everything word for word of what I say and state through this video. And the whole purpose of it being in my video was because Zlaner slipped up and said my aim lock, my aimbot, my freaking aim assist, right? The whole point of it. So I've showed you the moment that he was talking about before showing you him talking about it. Let's play it through now.
For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you may or may not have already seen this clip. This actually shows Zlaner locking through the wall, through the roof. You can see the enemy's gun here. So he knows the enemy's up there, that's fine. I'm not calling him out for wall hacking here at all, no. But what you will see here is his aim at...
I'm just going to pause it there a quick second. Remember that moment right there where I state I am not calling him out for wall hacking at all. You can see the enemy's gun through the wall, well, the ceiling.
Actually locking through the roof. He knows the enemy's there, but the best part about this is Zlaner actually says that he was locking through the wall. Watch this.
He's looking
I'm
over at me.
literally getting locked through the wall.
Hey, lad. He's looking
I'm
over at me.
literally getting locked through the wall.
That's true. Down him. Oh, shit on me. On me.
But not only did he actually lock through the roof of that building onto the enemy, who he knew was there, but he's still locked on. He then called it out as well, saying, I've just locked on this guy through the roof. He said it in quite a small tone, you know, it was quite hidden. So within the space of 2 minutes in this gameplay, which by the way was in a tournament, he locks onto somebody through the roof and then says, I've just literally locked onto someone through the roof. He then jumps out and absolutely laser beams 2 guys and doesn't miss a bullet. Okay, it was close quarters, but look how accurate it is and look exactly where the bullets were hitting. And then after that situation on twins, he then comes down by the garage and he has a slip of the tongue. Let's call it a slip of the tongue, and I want you guys to be serious with me now. Why would somebody who's streaming, who's got 500,000+ followers, be talking about aimbot while they are live, especially when they are in a tournament? And look how he tries to correct himself. Look at his facial expressions after he said it. The guy wasn't trolling, in my opinion. I don't believe he was trolling whatsoever. I believe he slipped up massively and then tried to correct it afterwards. Watch this.
I was fucking, my aim lock was, my aim freaking, aim assist was just going right through the wall on that guy.
Obviously we put it on repeat because who doesn't want to hear that 100 times? Obviously we had to cut it down because 100 was too many. We've got plenty more to go through in this video. But you see the awkward look that he actually gives the camera afterwards, which is what actually sold it for me, that the guy slipped up big time rather than trolling. This is the awkward look right here. Yeah? He looks straight at his chat like, oh shit, I've messed up. And I believe he did mess up. What do you guys think of that one? Let me know in the comments below. Now this one is like a map.
Okay, so you've seen that full video now. That's the exact clip from start to finish. And I pointed out as well that I clearly stated I'm not accusing him of wall hacks. Let's take a look at how Zlaner addressed this in his video. So guys, now you've seen it from my video. I clearly state that I wasn't accusing him of wall hacks, and I've played it in its full entirety so that you guys can see from start to finish. He claims himself that he locked onto an enemy through the wall. Now this is something Goon Squad really focused on, is the fact that from start to finish of this clip, Zlaner keeps referring to something as aim assist lock, because he'd clearly stated he locked onto an enemy. And anyone who plays Call of Duty knows aim assist doesn't lock. Aimbot does though, aim assist doesn't. But this whole section, this whole segment, was Zlaner trying to manipulate his viewers into believing that aim assist lock exists. But that is not even the biggest problem. The whole manipulation of this footage from Zlaner's side of things proves that he is in fact what he accuses me of being, and that is somebody who manipulates footage to the biggest and highest degree.
Clip that he posted to his Twitter account. I could go over every single clip that he has posted and have a explanation for every single one. I just don't have time. This guy's made 3 videos on me. They're all like 20 to 30 minute.
Okay, so I wanted to pause it there because of what he just stated. He clearly says that he could have an explanation for every single clip that I posted in my videos at that point. And I want you to remember that he has said those words, because everything that he claims to have addressed in these videos were never accusations. And the amount of effort that went into the manipulation of the first clip and now this one, I mean, he clearly had time to analyze and address all clips that were put out. He just chose not to address the ones that were actually extremely damning. He chose to address ones that were never even accusations in the first place. And remember, the first clip that we showed you already was because of them talking and what was being said. It's the exact same reason this clip found its way into one of my videos, because of what Zlaner himself said on 2 occasions in this clip.
Long videos or something. this guy's going to just continue to make content no matter what I show to this person. It's, again, like I said, this person's not in this to try to prove that I am to try to prove who is hacking and who's not. He's trying to prove that I am hacking even if I'm not hacking. That's what he is doing. A great example of that is by posting stuff like this to Twitter. In this clip right here, I know that there are people above me. I'm going to show you the full clip in a moment. I know that there's a team above me that I'm about to push on this building. Now, he shows this clip of me aiming up at the roof and getting some lock through the top of the roof. And the reason why I'm getting that lock is because this player's leg is literally sticking through the floor, his gun's sticking through the floor, and for whatever reason, my aim assist is still giving me lock in this particular situation, and I know already that these people are up.
Even pointing out there that he had edited his own video at that point so that it said that his aim assist was giving him lock. He actually edited that section in, meaning that he probably said something else and thought, I need to add the word lock into that, and that's what he did. Let's
From
continue.
their footsteps. But I'm aiming at this roof. Makes it look much more suspicious when he cuts the clip, obviously, right down to this very spot. But let's take a look at it.
Now, I wanted to pause it here, guys, simply because of the tweet that I put out on February 3rd. This was 2021, and it says, what did you just say? At Zlaner official, your aimbot, ? Is there anything within that tweet that would give you the idea that I've accused him of wall hacks? Is there? No. He's now trying to claim the fact that the clip I've shared doesn't show prior knowledge of that enemy on the roof is somehow me trying to manipulate the footage into making people believe he's using wall hacks, when in fact the whole purpose of that clip is clearly stated in that tweet. What did you just say, Zlaner official? Your aimbot? ? So that is clearly showing that I was focused on what he said rather than what the clip actually shows, right? And that was the first time I ever shared that clip, was to Twitter first before it found its way into one of my videos. So that right there is proof I never accused him of wall hacks and that I was clearly just focused on what he was saying in the clip. Let's carry on watching.
My teammate down the top guy, I jump up, he down that guy as well, and I just finish him. And then I look down here, I beam this guy, and we'll get to the rest of the clip in a second because he has some other stuff that he has to say. But let me just quickly
just showing you there again, guys, that he literally stopped it before the moment in that clip where he says my aim lock, my aimbot, my freaking aim assist. He literally paused it there and moved on from that section. Why did he feel the need to pause it at that moment? Maybe he's not planning on including that in his video. What do you think?
show you the full clip.
Full clip or full half-cut clip?
I say I know these people are on me up here on this rooftop. I start pushing up here. I'll skip ahead just slightly till I get closer to the top. I'm about to see. Ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I see him. One second. Try that. He's not even.
I literally see this guy through the ceiling. I see his gun coming through the ceiling. I see his leg coming through the ceiling. Like it's a glitch in the game. This guy's skin, this guy's weapon is just coming down through the bottom of that roof. So I obviously know this guy's here. Now, in his newest video, in his newest iteration of Beaman outs hackers, he goes back on this claim. He says, "Oh, in this clip, I wasn't trying to prove that he has walls. I was trying to prove that he has aimbot."
At what point in Zlaner's own video, prior to this moment, did he claim that I was accusing him of wall hacks in this moment? There wasn't. He never. But now all of a sudden, after he skipped the part of the tweet video that I put out where it actually shows what the video was intended for, which was him saying my aimbot, my aim lock, my aim assist, he's then gone on to his original VOD and showed that the enemy player was sticking through the ceiling. He then skips to my video where he says that I'm going back on a wall hacks claim, but I never once accused him of wall hacks throughout this entire moment on my video. And you guys know that because you've seen it. You've seen this whole section that was in my video, start to finish. So you know there was no claims of wall hacks. And you know that I only reiterated what he said himself about locking onto an enemy through a wall, and then showed the part that I actually really wanted to put in the video, which again Zlaner decided to leave out of his accusations video.
And it just makes you think, if this guy truly was trying to do that, what reason would he have to cut the clip down to the point where you can't even have the information that this guy is right here? He cuts the...
Don't you just hate it, like Zlaner says, when people cut clips? Don't you just hate that? Because even now, he's gone back onto my tweet on my Twitter, which still says, what did you just say, Zlaner official? Your aimbot, ? With no accusations of wall hacks whatsoever. He's just skimmed it right back instead of playing the rest of the video where the part is that he says about his aimbot, his aim lock and his aim assist. He just carried on manipulating his viewers at this point.
Clip to this point right here, where I say that I'm getting locked
Is
through
he
the
going to
wall,
pause it?
and I 100% was getting aim assist controller locked through
He's
the
paused
wall.
it again.
But I know that guy's there, and then in this video I'm going to show you right here, he goes back on that statement.
This actually shows Zlaner locking through the wall, through the roof. You can see the enemy's gun here. If he knows the enemy's up there, that's fine. I'm not calling him out for wall hacking.
So he's trying to play
That was literally the only thing I said about wall hacks in that whole video I put out, was that I am not accusing him of wall hacks. But his whole argument within this is that I'm going back on myself. Watch it thoroughly, guys. Watch my video, it's in the description below, and you will see that I did not once call him out for wall hacks in this moment, and you will also see how many times he's manipulated his viewers by not playing my Twitter video from start to finish, which was him saying my aim lock, my aimbot, my freaking aim assist. He is the one manipulating his viewers, he's manipulating footage, he's manipulating his narrative to try and make him look innocent. He claimed he locked through a wall onto an enemy. I just reiterated that point. He's now claiming that I'm going back on my word and saying that he's not using wall hacks now, when in fact I never once claimed wall hacks at this point.
It's just an absolute joke. And like I said, from the other clips you guys have already seen, you already know this guy's a scumbag. You already know that this guy is not like actually doing this for the right reasons. He doesn't have this heart of gold. He's doing this for clout. He's doing this for views, obviously, or he wouldn't be manipulating clips. He wouldn't be trying to take things out of context like he is right here. And then just to save face.
Speak for yourself, Zlaner. You're the one taking things out of context in this video, whilst claiming that I'm taking things out of context. It's so funny to sit here and break this down. I'm honestly shocked I didn't do it sooner, I'll be honest, but now it's more fun because he feels like he's got away with all of this scot-free, and in fact it's only just getting started. Every single part of his videos except one, he has literally manipulated his viewers, his paying supporters, his donators into believing his lies.
Go back after all of the comments on his Twitter clip say, why don't you show the first 30 seconds? Why don't you show the first 15 seconds? So then when he finally makes a YouTube video on it,
why don't you show the last 30 seconds? Why don't you show the last 15 seconds? Because you're the one who keeps cutting the last part out, because you know why those clips were being shared in the first place. Because if Zlaner genuinely believed what he said to be true, he would have left the full clips in and let his viewers hear him say, my aim lock, my aimbot, my aim assist. And in the end of the last clip, he would have left that in to show his viewers that in fact I was talking about them, talking about me. But he left that all out. Are you seeing the pattern here, guys? He claims I manipulate footage whilst manipulating footage to the highest degree. And in doing that, he's manipulating his viewers whilst discrediting me and insulting me at every opportunity he can get.
He goes back and he says, oh, wait. No, I'm trying to call out aimbot here. That's what I'm really trying to call out.
Can he get it all? No. But what you will see here is his aim actually locking through the roof.
Yes.
He knows the enemy's there. But the best part about this is Zlaner actually says that he was locking through the wall. Watch this.
I'm literally getting locked.
Zlaner, from start to finish throughout this, was building up the term aim assist lock. He says it multiple times so that at that point where he realizes he said his aim locked, he could use that as, yeah, it's just aim assist lock, as if that's a thing, when it's not. But that's like the smallest, minute part of the manipulation that occurred throughout this clip. Let's continue watching, because I can't wait to see the part where he shows his viewers him saying aim lock, aimbot, aim assist.
What did I just say? What? Yeah, I'm getting locked through the wall. Like, What's
You admitted to locking onto someone.
And if you guys don't
Cheater.
already know this as well, Joe explained it very, very solid in his video.
And again, guys, like we mentioned before, he goes straight into bringing other people into it. Joe does a video, and it wasn't actually to address anything I had said in a video, but to address somebody else, right? I actually think it might have been Gustav Spielt. I'm not sure on that, but Joe actually talks about aim assist, slowdown, not locking. But again, guys, if you want to watch this full video, you can. It's in the description below. That's Zlaner's videos as well as mine. But I want you to realize that's the end of that scene from Zlaner's video. But after showing Joe talk about aim assist, slowdown, he done a demonstration of J-God again in the exact same location as Zlaner was, showing that aim assist slows down, and neither of which looked like the lock that Zlaner got. And none of them said lock. They both said aim assist slowdown. Joe and J-God calling it aim assist slowdown. And that is after Zlaner's built the narrative of aim assist lock being a thing. But this section comes after he showed J-God demonstrating aim assist slowdown. And this is another point where it shows he clearly did not want his viewers to see the real reason I put this clip out, which was simply just to show him saying my aim lock, my aimbot, my freaking aim assist. Let's watch it.
But then there's also the complete opposite of that as well. And Joe explains in his video where there are times where you 100%, especially when someone's leg is sticking through the floor and his gun is sticking through the floor, where the aim assist is still going to track it slightly and you're going to get a little bit of slowed down movement. That's just how it works. I literally don't know what else to tell you. And this guy seems to not be able to understand that. He's got his hand up to his ear. He's surprised as to what I just said, even though it's very, very straightforward and simple. And then he zooms in on these beams of these guys that I'm assuming he's calling aimbot there as well. Those are literally the most normal beams I've ever seen in my life.
Again, he skipped back.
Little beam. Transfer and beam. I'm just...
And that was the start of the moment. Right there was the start of the moment where I start discussing what Zlaner had to say about it, and he paused it. Why not play it through?
Back to me talking about a very, obviously someone who doesn't have a very good understanding of this game. Like, no joke, I have casual player friends that understand that can hit those kind of shots. Like, I don't see what this guy sees. And well, again, I know what he sees. He sees that fucking YouTube ad revenue. Now in this clip right here, again.
Oh, why did this skip? You pressed play on it, but then it skipped. And what did it skip to? Something that didn't even involve Zlaner. So now at this point, we've gone from him manipulating his own community to also discrediting my name. He's using footage from one of my videos about Huskers, as well as one about Aydan, and a couple of others where he's used those moments to try and discredit my name. So if he has got the time to go out of his way and watch all of my other videos to actually get moments like this where he can try and use them to discredit me, then why couldn't he use that time to go over all of the clips which he previously stated he didn't have time to go through them all, but he had time to go through videos of other people. I hope this has really showed you just how manipulative Zlaner is. All I'm going to say, guys, is I'm sorry it took me so long to point this out to you, and a big shout out to Goon Squad who done a good job on one of those moments themselves. But I wanted to put this out from my point of view and demonstrate exactly what was intended with the videos I put out and play them start to finish, the clips that Zlaner tried to debunk. And I guess you are all waiting for this moment. This is the one moment that you've got to say to Zlaner, fair enough, you spotted something and you've called it out. But he called it out as me being a clip manipulator, saying that I manipulated footage. This paved the way for him to fit his narrative throughout that whole video. This one small rendering issue that I had. I've actually done a part 4 video where I explained in full detail how this occurred. And I also showed the full video in a Google Drive document in the description of part 4. That way people could see the video how I intended it to go out in the video. Everything I explained whilst I was talking over this clip was intended for me to be talking over the original footage, not one that had paused and frozen due to a rendering issue. But it was massive for Zlaner to find this moment, because without this moment in his video, he wouldn't have been able to spin the narrative that I manipulate footage throughout. People would have saw through the bullshit that he was putting out, and they would have seen how much he was attempting to manipulate them, because I'll be honest, he did not even do a good job of it. He obviously knew at that point in time, given it a 3-month period before responding, that his viewers, if they had seen my video, would not remember it from start to finish. So he could spin a narrative that I manipulated footage, when in fact it was him doing just that. And guys, listen, like I've said, the full videos from Zlaner as well as my videos are all linked in the description below. So you can go and check them out. But this is a moment that I genuinely am devastated about. This is something that I did not intend to go out as it did. And there was no excuse. As somebody putting videos out actually analysing gameplay, I should have been doing double, triple and quadruple checks on the footage before it went out. But that was an absolute rookie mistake on my part. But I've addressed it since, and I've actually showed the full video.
Been posted of me. Basically, let's just hear what he has to say, what's going on in the clip, and let's break it down, and let's talk about it for a second, see what's going on.
Lock straight onto the enemy here. As soon as that enemy dies, and I don't mean goes down, I mean dies, instantly, and I'm not saying like a couple of milliseconds later, it instantly flicks onto the other downed enemy. Watch this now. From the split second.
Oh my god, now hold on, let me just take a look back really quick. Oh my god.
Even down to his background music at that point, you can see that he's trying to manipulate the whole scenario. But this was the first clip that he addressed in his part 2 video, and honestly, he's intelligent in doing that, because this was able to pave the way, like we've said, for him to fit the narrative that I manipulate footage. This is how he got me. And from that moment on, from this moment of his video onwards, his viewers were going to believe anything he said. But I have now broken down everything he did to manipulate his viewers in this video. There's probably more in there, and not to mention all the moments he tries to discredit me. He says he didn't have time to address all of the clips. I'm hoping maybe he's got time now. So Zlaner, if you do find yourself watching this, which I hope you do, allowing you the opportunity to sit there and analyse every single one of them start to finish with a full explanation. But also I would love for you to explain why you feel that you can manipulate your viewers, manipulate footage, manipulate my narrative, just to fit your own. Zlaner, you are what you accuse me of being, and that is a clip manipulator, and it has been proven in this video today. Well, there we have it, guys. I hope this has opened your eyes. Zlaner has been debunking things he was never accused of, even bringing up wall hacks when no wall hacks was ever mentioned. He has literally been fabricating things to debunk in hope that his viewers, his paying supporters, his donators and any fans he has eat it up and believe him. But I'm hoping now this video opens the eyes of the many who did believe Zlaner, and maybe now you'll understand why I ask why he didn't address the clips that were mentioned in my videos. And that shows a hell of a lot more about Zlaner as a person than anything. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support this channel further, you can hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. Don't forget to go and follow me on Twitter at badboy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to stay in touch and up to date. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!